Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to my Week 13 review of the 2018 NFL season. So in this week, I went 8-8, and I am not enjoying life right now. I was down in the dumps, and then I was riding high, and then I hit a bump in the road, and then I'm like, oh, I'm through the bump, and now I'm kind of in another bump. So this was actually the first week since the bye week started in like week 4 or 5 that we actually had all 16 teams play a football game. So to start, the Saints and Cowboys. I did have the Saints in this game, as I said in my prediction video. I forgot to say the prediction on Twitter, but I was gonna be honest and say I had the Saints. So um, I, I mean, very few people probably saw this coming, so I'm not sure what to do there. Let's see. Ravens and Falcons. This kind of went somewhat how I expected it to. Lamar Jackson's doing all right as a starter, not anything super spectacular, but as a rookie, that's the thing. He's a rookie. He's being a game manager at the very least. And I do believe he can be the future for the Ravens. It's just going to take some time for him to pick everything up, know when to run, when not to run, and he's got to really become more of a passer, and he's got to learn how to slide. Those are going to be a few things. Alright, scroll down. There we go. One more. There we go. Let's see. Panthers at Buccaneers. I still can't figure out the Buccaneers. I did pick the Panthers. I still can't figure out the Buccaneers. You know, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick is really good. Oh, now he's bad. And Jameis comes in and he was kind of bad. Oh, now he's good. And then he was bad. And he got benched. And Fitzpatrick's back and he was bad. And then he's good. And now he's bad again. And Jameis comes back in. He's good. Like, you cannot figure out the Buccaneers this season. So it's just a roller coaster. Then you have the Bears at Giants. This was a really, really good game. And I'm kind of surprised. I watched the end of this game. I'm a little surprised at the outcome. Just because, the Giants are meh. And I think the Bears are going to be better when Trubisky comes back. But, now everyone's starting to use the Philly special. Everyone's doing it now. But I think they'll be better when Trubisky comes back. But Cohen's a freaking monster. He should be a receiver, not running back. Then you have Bills at... Oh, that's probably going to be an out-of-position card for Madden, I think. Bills at Dolphins. I did pick the Bills here. And Josh Allen's actually doing pretty good as a rookie, though he's running a lot. And I think people underestimate how athletic he really is. Like, he's kind of like a Carson Wentz kind of athletic. I think he actually beat Carson Wentz's 40-yard dash time at the Combine. Like, that's how mobile he is. He beats out Carson Wentz. Let's see. Colts at Jags. So, I did take the Colts here. And this was actually the first shutout of Andrew Luck's career. I don't know why I was about to say Michael Vick. Of Andrew Luck's career. It's late. I'm tired. That's my excuse. That was the first shutout of his career, and that's really really good defense shutting down a good offense. They're not great, but they're a good offense. Above average. And probably an average defense going against a crappy offense. Let's see. Browns at Texans. I took the Texans here. And I said, you know what? I'm going to take the Texans. If the Browns win, I'm not going to be too upset because that's better for the Steelers. But I also would like to see Baker get hit around some. humble him down a little bit. Like, to me, he's still the crotch grabbing, running away from cops, dissing your former head coach. Oh, I felt dangerous today, little kid that he was since the day I saw him in the draft process and saw the things he was doing. He's still the same little punk kid. Immature. Like, he wasn't ready for the NFL. He was not. On a playing level, yes. On a maturity level, not even remotely close. He'd probably need another 4 years of college to possibly be mature enough. Hell, he'd probably have, I don't know if you have to put him against Jalen Ramsey, Casey Hay, like, basically give him toddlers as offensive weapons. Toddlers on and off, like, basically, you have 10 toddlers, and then you have Baker, and you basically have the meanest defenders in the NFL, and just say, okay, hike. Hold on. Baker's still, and the thing is, Baker's older than me. I'm 21 years old. He's older than me, and yet he's still a punk kid who's in over his head, and he is a very good player. I liked him as a player, but when I see the crotch grabbing, running away from cops, no, I'm not drafting you. I don't care if you become the next Tom Brady. I am not drafting you. And to see him throw 3 interceptions, one being a pick 6, oh, the smile on my face. And I think Shannon Sharpe said this very well. When you're down in the second half and you have to throw, you can't run, you have to throw the football, it is very hard, it's very hard to win a game when you rely on the run game so much. And to have almost 400 yards, dude, you just were throw, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 20, 15. Like, that's the thing. When you throw for 400 because you're down, it's meaningless. Those are meaningless yards. And I think this was a great game for Baker. And oh my god, if a press person just asked him, "Did you feel dangerous today?" Just so sarcastic and like an right in your face, Baker. Oh, that would have been amazing. But let's face it, Baker would have just gotten up and walked out. Because he's a child. Okay, Broncos at Bengals. This kind of went how I expected it to as well. The Bengals are just not a good team. They don't have a good defense. They're not a good team overall. And Marvin Lewis is probably going to be fired. Rams-Lions. This probably went a little like I thought it would. Again, Todd Gurley says, I don't care about your fantasy teams. I'm just going to not score this touchdown right now. Speaking of coaches getting fired, Cardinals at Packers. This was a huge upset. I did pick the Packers, and Mike McCarthy is now fired. So, we're going to see who was the issue. Was it Mike McCarthy, or was it Aaron Rodgers? Because Aaron's a great quarterback, but if you're not willing to work with your coach, nothing's going to get done. Think of it like Congress, with Republicans and Democrats. You argue, you argue, you argue. Oh, look, it's the end of my term. I need to focus on, I'm getting towards the end of my term. I need to focus on re-election. What got done? Nothing. So, we're going to see. Was it Mike McCarthy just not being a good coach? Or was it Aaron Rodgers not wanting to work with his coach. Because even a former teammate of Aaron Rodgers, when Mike McCarthy would send in a play, Aaron would roll his eyes. Like, this guy, what is he doing? Chiefs at Raiders. So I did pick the Chiefs here, but this game is a lot closer than I thought it would be. When it was like 30 to 33, Raider, no. It was 33 to 30 and the Chiefs were winning. My mistake. I thought the Raiders had a shot at winning. And, thankfully the Chiefs ended up winning, but wow. I didn't think the Raiders were, capable of that. Jets Titans. So this was a really, really close game. And for a while, it just looked like the Jets were going to beat down the Titans and run away with the victory. No. I think I picked the Titans, right? Yes, I did. So I did pick the Titans, and thank God they didn't let the Jets run away with that victory. 49ers at Seahawks. I did take the Seahawks here. They're progressively becoming one of the better teams in the NFC, and I think they have a really good shot at the playoffs. But Nick Mullins, man, you had that one really, really good game when no one had tape and film or any of that on you, and you did really good. But you also were playing the Raiders. He was playing the Raiders that night, right? I don't care. But then he threw the pick six to Bobby Wagner, and it's just becoming a mess down in San Fran without Jimmy G. Vikings at Patriots. Okay. Just let me defend myself here. I did pick the Vikings to upset the Patriots here. And the reason I did that was because I honestly thought the Vikings had a shot at beating them. But no. That's what happens when you take away Adam Thielen and Diggs and everyone else that's valuable to Kirk Cousins. Okay. Chargers at Steelers. Oh. Alright. Let's spend the next couple minutes on this one. If you watched my prediction video, I was at that game. I said I was going to be at that game. I was there. And, I gotta say, the officiating, horrific. You had a couple of missed false starts, miscalled offsides. There was a illegal block in the back on the punt return. So you had the false start, which led to a touchdown. Illegal block in the back on the punt return for a touchdown. You had Joe Hayden and Sean Davis collide when Joe Hayden was about to pick the ball off, and it ended up in Keenan Allen's hands. Which, that's not an officiating thing, that's just them. But there are so many things that happened during this game where it probably should not have been close. And there's missed holding call. The officials were horrible in this game. Now, I understand they still scored a touchdown on that drive. And AB ended up getting the touchdown, but I swear to God, AB got that other foot down. It didn't end up mattering, but he got that foot down. He got that left foot down. And so aside from the game, just like the actual playing, it was an incredible experience. It really was. Seeing the halftime where you had all the legends. There was Rocky Bleier, Franco Harris, Mel Blount, Mean Joe Green, James Harrison, who actually did not get booed, to my amazement. Casey Hampton, Brett Kiesel, what the hell is his name? What's his name? Alan? What the hell is his name? Was it Alan Smith? God dang. Gosh darn it. I can't remember his name. It was like Alan Smith or something like that. He wore 91. But then you had, who else? Oh my god. You had, Santonio Holmes. You had all these different guys. Now, some people that didn't show up. Terry Bradshaw. Ben was in the locker room, so he kind of couldn't. Lawrence Timmons. Troy Polamalu. Hines Ward. Who else? I don't think Antoine Rendell L was there. Who else could I be missing? Ike Taylor. There were people who didn't go. Now, Lawrence Timmons, I think, is still an active NFL player, which is... I'm not sure if he's on a roster right now, but that could possibly explain why he didn't go. I knew Troy kind of didn't want to go. He's always been a very humble person, and Pittsburgh kind of forced him into retirement a little bit. I think they said either retire or we're cutting you, and he decided just to retire. I know Terry Bradshaw hates Pittsburgh. Terry Bradshaw, I'm going to say it again, he hates Pittsburgh. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how. He hates them. Hates Pittsburgh. Maybe not the city, but he hates the Steelers. So he won't ever go to anything, ever. I think he's just being a sore ass because Ben crushed every single record he had. But whatever. But overall, it really was an amazing game. Amazing halftime experience. It's something I'm never going to forget. And if I'm gonna say this right now, sorry, I cracked my knuckle. If you guys don't see a vlog, and here's gonna be the hard thing, because this would devastate me if it ends up happening. If you don't see a vlog about it, my phone isn't charging for some odd reason, and I'm getting sent another one by Verizon. But if my phone did not back up, that means I lost everything from the trip. All the pictures, all the videos, everything I took would be lost. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Like my apps and everything, I could not care less about my apps on my phone. What's super, ultra, mega important is the pictures and videos I had of the game. Like, and then when I realized it wasn't charging and it was only on a few percent, I tried backing it up at the very last minute and it died. So I wasn't able to back it up. And it's still not charging. So if you guys don't see a vlog about the trip, that would be why. And let's move on to the... I spent enough time talking about that. Let's move on to the last game of the week. Redskins at Eagles. I did pick the Eagles. Colt McCoy was playing and then got hurt, so Mark Sanchez got to come in. How that dude's still in the league, I have no idea. Oh wait, yes I do. He didn't take a knee for something he believes in. So, he's not blacklisted from the NFL. I don't know how the hell he still has a job. How someone probably bring Peyton Manning out of retirement before they sign Kaepernick. I'm not going to talk about that, though. At least not, more than... If you can count what I just said about talking about it, I'm not going to talk any more about it. But, I'm going to say it, I didn't watch this game. I didn't even really keep up with it. It was maybe midnight. I'm like, oh wait, who won the game? So, yeah, 8-8. It sucks. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put everything. I just realized I put my record. Okay, guys. So there it is, like magic. Boom. 115, 75, and 2 with a Week 13 record of 8-8. I can't believe I forgot to put that up. I am so sorry. So overall, I'm still okay with my season record. I'm not thrilled with it, but I'm still okay with it for the most part. Week 13, I mean, 500, not great, but not terrible. I've had worse. A lot worse weeks. So I'm sorry I babbled so much. I'll see how it turns out in editing. But if you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years old.